buyer. That's it. I don't care if they're conventional cash. I'm not so fixed on cash. Most of them are cash, or they'll waive contingencies and stuff like that. But something like this that's the beauty of having the license too. Because if there's a deal to be had, we'll do, it's called the net listing. So we're netting the seller, I've done this, I've pitched this to sellers where, hey, Mr. Seller, we're gonna net you X amount of dollars. Anything above that, we're keeping. Same thing as an assignment, and then you're finding someone higher.
Aren't they illegal in Florida?
No, you do a net
Net
listing.
listings are legal?
Yeah. Look it up.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
I must have got that wrong in
If-
the realtor test, because I said they were illegal.
Right, John? Our broker even told us it's all right. I know you're
The net listing's okay, huh?
net. Maybe you're gonna educate me, right?
No, you do that listings, and do them, you do one of the partners.
As an agent?
Yeah, I'll talk about it tomorrow, I'll let you know.
Rare type of agreement between seller and owner. Is it legal?
Well, we're doing it
They
with
can lead to
brokers.
trouble.
Listings like a wholesale.
Well, we're doing it with brokers.
They are allowed in Florida, Rich.
Really?
They're allowed.
Wow. Thanks
So-
for letting me- man, I'm learning a lot. This
Rich,
is
what you
amazing.
might be thinking is that, certain brokerages won't allow it. So if you hang your license with,
That's probably,
for
yeah.
example, I'm with Coldwell Banker. So if my license is with Coldwell Banker, and I can't do that listing.
Well, that's what this is all about, learning stuff, right, guys? We're learning a lot from Ed, right?
Oh,
Ed, amazing guy. Incredible. Wow. Keep going, brother, please.
Oh,
Keep
man.
going.
I'm gonna be out of business tomorrow. Everyone's gonna take all my nuggets.
We're gonna collaborate.
I love
Not
it.
compete,
That's what I wanna
we're
hear.
gonna collaborate.
Do you have any questions? I know this is all, you had some questions before, you didn't know what some stuff was. I know, is it, you're getting it
No,
all?
I'm getting it, thank
You
you.
Ask
mentioned
me anything you
syndication,
want.
maybe everybody doesn't know what syndication is.
Please, anyone know syndication? Don't know syndication?
Everybody know what syndication is?
Syndication,
Some people
I mean, we can get deep into it. Syndicate, real estate, use other people's money, right? Who's other people? John can give me $100,000, you can give me $500,000. You can use that. Other people's money to me also is credit cards, Amex. I rack that shit up, and when you get a fix and flip loan, anyone ever go through a fix and flip loan? Where they're doing, I know Mr. Lender over here does, I don't have to talk to you. When you do a fix and flip loan, you're putting down the purchase price, how much your rehab is, and they're funding your rehab. How it works is they're gonna close on the property, you're putting 10% down, 15% down of the total project. So if you're into it for $1 million, you're gonna put down $100,000, $150,000.
No way.
I got one, that's why I said, I got my lender.
Can't do that anymore.
Got my lender,
Ask Jerry Powell, he'll tell you.
got my lender. So,
Good, I'll send him all my deals. You
So-
can't go in for 10 or 15%.
all right,
All
we'll
for
talk
it.
after.
All for it.
Love it.
Some
Love this
lenders,
guy.
half the
So do
market went
I.
out of business the last 2
So,
years. Wrong.
I'm not wrong, because my Cape May deal's going through with it. I just got off the phone before I came here. Yeah, any which way. $500,000 deal, is that better?
The market today is 25% down and you're not in.
No, you're dreaming. Sorry. Rep? I know. Anyway, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get this property, you're gonna have it, they have their money, they're closing, so, and since I bought this property, I'll show, this is the one that we're gonna do $250,000 on. I'll give you this whole property breakdown. And I wanna show you how I'm making, what it looks like. You guys think I did good with the bathrooms, kitchen, renovated? Anyone? Renovated bathrooms, new roof, what do you think? No?
What's your question?
What do you think the condition of this is that we're gonna make this money on it? Look at this.
I'll keep police alive.
This is the garage in the back.
That's Ukraine? Now you can talk about land.
We'll get into development. Anyway, this deal I picked up, I worked this lady for, I started, her first touch of contact was last May. I just closed this property finally bought it in February of this year. So we went under contract in September, there's a lot of stuff to go over. We'll get into this with entitlements and everything for land. But during that time, the property, everything kept appreciating. So I'm under contract, and my contract's just earning money by the day. It's almost as good as owning the property. So by the time we finally closed on this property had a whole bunch of situations. I picked this up for $350,000. Fixed up, this property will go for 1.2, 1.3 million. I'm choosing to sell it now because of other opportunities, and this is just taking so long with entitlements. Entitlements in the development world is everything you need to get that property entitled so that you can build on it or do anything with it, right? So this required a zoning change, this required a bunch of stuff. There's a big garage, a small house in the front, and the person who's buying this is a doctor. So $350,000, we put a $200,000 rehab budget in. The property on record closed for $550,000. The reason it did that is because the bank is funding that other $200,000. So now, my buyer sees I picked it up for $550. I haven't drawn on that money yet. So really, I only paid $350. That money's there as a loan. So as I pull into it, yes, your payoff goes up, but I only have, I'm into this property right now, what do you say, 490-ish? So we're under contract 750. It was supposed to close the other day, but the guy, this is why I say don't do stuff in New Jersey. Now we're closing August 3rd. We have $100,000 of his hard money. That's hard. I can take that pretty much I want any time, but we're gonna close it. So the bank is gonna say, okay, we wanna do this in draws. You're gonna go and you're gonna do a roof. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. You're gonna go down your checklist of what you put in each line item, what the property's doing. They're gonna come out, inspect it, and they reimburse you that money now. So you have to come up with your own money out of pocket, so I do that with a credit card. My guys work fast, they get it done. Now, rack up $50,000, $60,000 on a credit card, making all those points, and I fly all over for free. I mean, no one's got more points than me besides this guy John over here. I swear to God, he's never spent 1 point in his life, not even on a sandwich. What do you got, 70 million points or something?
Do you use 0% interest with the little checks?
So, Rich is dropping nuggets. So now, if you really get in a pickle, you can't get that money and paid, or you don't have the money, you have to have another credit card lined up. Is this what you're referring to?
Yeah.
You call Mr. Visa, say, hey, Mr. Visa, I got $50,000 of credit sitting there I haven't touched in years, want to make some money? Oh, Mr. Stiefel, absolutely we do. They're going to write you a check for $50,000. They'll charge you $100, whatever, something small, to send you that money. Now you're just leveraging card to card. You do that here, then you go back to your other card when that one's due, call them, say, hey, Mr. Amex, I need some money off my credit line. They're going to send you a check, you're going to go pay that card off. So you're just buying yourself time. This is a month at a time. Is that what you're referring to? So
I get checks from the credit card companies for 0% interest for a year, 20, 30K credit line, put a down payment on the house, or whatever, or pay my rehab with it.
there you go.
Is that
So-
business credit?
It could be it's regular credit, it's personal. It's personal.
So you deal with credit cards. You're just calling your credit card company and telling them, hey, I have $50,000 unused